So I have a very simple question to all of you. Does anyone in Cotai Arena love Jeunesse?
Yes!
I thought they said you guys have crazy high energy. I'm going to ask you one more time. Does anyone in the arena love Jeunesse? Let me hear you say yes! That's what I'm talking about. It is a tremendous honor, and I'm so humbled to be back here in Macau to celebrate the EXPO9 Thrive. We're celebrating our 9th anniversary, and this is the second stop on the world tour of our EXPO9 Thrive World Tour. We're doing 6 expos this year, but one thing that's really humbling is to see how far we've come in this market. To realize that standing on this stage today, that our Greater China region will represent the largest expo in the entire world. Does that make you proud?
Yes!
I'm going to ask you one more time. Does that make you proud, Greater China?
Yes!
It makes me proud because I look around the room today and I see hungry entrepreneurs. I see entrepreneurs that came to this event to make the most of the moment, to build your belief, to build your vision bigger than it's ever been before. And that's what Expo's all about. You know, it's been an incredible journey over the past 9 years, but this is going to be an event that none of us ever forget. Now, when you look at the themes of Expos over the past 3 years, you know, 3 years ago, the theme of the event was Unite. The year after that was Empower. The year after that, last year, was Elevate. And this is the year we thrive. Now, it's important that you understand that we don't just come up with random names. We come up with these themes and we integrate them throughout the entire event. So all the diamond panels, all the diamond speakers that you'll be hearing sharing from the stage will be teaching you how to thrive in your business, teaching you how to thrive in your life, make the most of everything we have with Jeunesse. Now, when you look at the word thrive, and if you were to try and define that word, you know, it's interesting. How many of you have heard of our mission statement? Because it's found right in our mission statement, if you think about it. The Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world by helping people look and feel young while empowering each other to unleash our potential. Unleashing your potential, that's what thriving is all about. Never being satisfied. I always joke that sometimes I don't know if it's my weakness or my strength, but I'm never satisfied. Thriving is becoming and being your very best self. Maximizing your life. How many of you want to maximize your life? How many of you want to maximize this company we call Jeunesse? You see, to thrive is the ultimate reward when you're applying yourself to your fullest capacity. So how do we thrive? Some of you are already thriving. Some of you have in the past, and maybe you're not thriving today. And others are on the verge of thriving. But to thrive is to have the feeling that you're doing something that you're meant to be doing, something bigger than yourself. How many of you believe that you are here today for a reason? How many of you believe that Jeunesse came into your life for a reason? See, I believe that with all my heart. I believe that all of us in this arena are here for a reason, that we came into each other's lives for a reason. And all of us, as one Jeunesse family, are destined to thrive. I can still remember in the very beginning, because in our very original headquarters in Altamont Springs, Florida, I remember having a feeling. And I remember leaving our conference room, we were coming up with the name Jeunesse. Coming up with the company name, the strategy, the mission, our products, and I had a feeling that day. And I walked out of the conference room, and my mom, who you heard speak earlier today, we had a moment because I felt something, and I looked her right in the eyes, and I said, Jeunesse is a company, this company is destined for greatness. And I knew that 9.5 years ago, before we ever started this company. I didn't know how fast we were going to grow. I didn't know the impact we were going to make as quickly as we did. But I knew that this company was a company that was destined to thrive. Destined to thrive. So how do we know when we're thriving? What do we do to make it happen? Well, let me start by telling you that it's not something we do. It's something we feel. Thrive isn't really something that we're doing. It's not an activity. It's something that you feel in your heart, in your mind, in your body, in your soul. It's a feeling that you have. It's not an activity. It's the resulting feeling of that action, of that behavior. It's taking constant practices to pursue greatness in your life. And to have the feeling of thriving, it comes in this form of an undeniable rush, a feeling of power, control, happiness. Let me ask you something. Are you content or are you happy? Think about that. Two different words. In your life, are you content or are you happy? Are you living a truly fulfilled life or are you settling for the life that you've got? Think about that. Because I believe too many people in the world today are content settling on what they've got. But all of us, every single one of us in this arena today has the potential to push ourselves to the limit, has the potential to thrive in our business, to thrive in our life. But it's up to you to maximize the opportunity. I remember the late, great Steve Jobs, the CEO of Apple. He had a very famous quote, and the quote said, "Everyone here has a sense that right now is one of those moments when we are influencing the future." Think about that. Because I can tell you, I have that feeling today. And I want all of you to feel that today. Because each and every one of us, all 12,500 this Jeunesse family, what happens today absolutely is influencing the future of this company and the movement that we call Jeunesse that is changing hundreds and thousands of people's lives all around the world. But when you think about when Steve Jobs said that, he couldn't have known what was going to happen, but he knew the feeling of what it felt like to thrive, and he created a platform for those people to achieve greatness. That's what we have with Jeunesse. You see, thriving isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's your personal journey to thrive. You know, when I talk about my vision for this company, many of you have heard me speak, my vision's crystal clear. My vision is crystal clear. It's to create the #1 company in this industry worldwide. A $10 billion a year company. But let me tell you something. I talk about thrive not being the destination, it's the journey. You see, we're not just going to thrive when we hit that goal of 10 billion. We're going to be thriving every single day along the way. You see, it's a process. It's a mission that never really ends. It's the experiences that we share as one Jeunesse family along the journey of hitting that goal of $10 billion a year that will allow us to thrive. But it's inside each and every one of you. When I look around this arena today, it's packed out with potential. Potential. Each and every one of you has the potential. You're going to get to hear, and you saw many of our diamonds on this stage. There's nothing different than those diamonds in yourselves. They all started from the very beginning. They had to start from somewhere just like you have to start from somewhere. Many of them were probably sitting in the top row at a Jeunesse University. But they made the most of the opportunity. They made the most of what the platform we have with Jeunesse. You see, thrive is a feeling, but to keep it alive, you have to feed it. You have to feed the momentum. It's about constant self-improvement and development. You see, even these diamonds up here in these VIP sections, they're constantly looking to improve. They're here today. They're at every single Jeunesse University. They're at every single training call. Every opportunity they have to learn from each other as one Jeunesse family, they're taking that opportunity, and that's the definition of thriving. So how do you know? How do you get the feeling? How do you know when you're actually thriving? You see, many people think that if I'm working hard, I'm thriving. If I'm getting everything done on my list for today, I'm thriving. But those same people are going to sleep every night exhausted and waking up exhausted, thinking I have to do the same thing over and over again, stuck in the daily grind, the daily routine. Many are going through all the motions and grinding, but they never actually get the feeling of what it means to thrive. One of the biggest things I always say to feel like you're thriving, to get that feeling, is that we have to make every day count. So Jeunesse Greater China family, I want to know, are you ready to make today count? Yes! Are you ready to make today your very best day? Yes! Guys, I have an alarm clock that goes off every morning at 5:15 a.m. and it says make today count. But let me tell you something. I haven't had to wake up to that alarm clock in a long time. Why? Because I wake up before that alarm clock, ready to get the day started, living on purpose, living with passion, ready to thrive for that day. I wake up excited and passionate. That's what thriving is all about. That's what feeding the momentum is all about. So let me ask you an important question. Are you surviving or are you thriving? Are you surviving and just going through the routine and the motions? Or are you really thriving in your life? Are you really making today your best day? I read an article by Deepak Chopra. He said, how do you know when you're not thriving? And these are some of the ways you know that you're not thriving in your life. And I want you to listen to these questions, these statements. You're not thriving if you choose the path of least resistance. If you're more reactive than proactive. If you live life just paying bills, acquiring things, but you can never see past the next bill, the next cycle, constantly going through the routine. You see failure as the end result of an experience instead of seeing a failure as merely a setback and an opportunity for you to reload, to re-engage, to build your dreams bigger than they were before. Change scares you. If this list describes you, if these statements describe you, maybe you're doing enough to survive, but you're not doing enough to thrive. You see, it's all about getting outside of your comfort zone. They say once you get outside of your comfort zone, that zone never contracts again and only expands. So before we can thrive, we have to identify the difference between surviving in your life and thriving in your life. And one thing I want you to know is that when we leave EXPO tomorrow afternoon, you're going to have the knowledge and confidence to get out there and choose a path to thrive. Does that sound good?
Yes.
You're going to have the power and knowledge that helps you thrive in your business. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually. Every one of us can thrive. It's in each and every one of us. You're going to know coming out of this event what you need to do to experience that feeling of thriving. We're all here to attain the necessary mindset in order to have that feeling of thriving. They say whatever you hold in your mind on a consistent basis is exactly what you're going to experience in your business and your life. So work on your mindset this weekend. Set your goals. Build your dreams and build your vision bigger than it's been before. So what is thriving to you when you think about it? You know, sometimes we get bogged down with the daily routines of life. We lose sight of why we do things, what we're actually doing it for. What's the meaning? What's the purpose? What's your why? Is it achieving the next rank in Jeunesse? Is it making more money? Is it building a home, buying a car? Is it increasing the production of your team? Is it helping one of your team members go Sapphire? Whatever it is to you, it's got to have meaning. It's got to have purpose. It's achieving more than what you originally aimed for. It's achieving all the goals that you had set, achieving each and one of those goals and realizing that you still had more in you. This is thriving. This is why it can't be planned. Plan to be open to go beyond your dreams, beyond your goals, to find thrive for yourself by setting your goals high, doing work with discipline, being open to achieving more, embracing bigger challenges, looking at risks as opportunities, facing fear with excitement and belief. Because if we're not facing our fears, then we're not getting past those limits in life. Our fears are our limits in life. I remember Les Brown, he's a famous motivational speaker, and he spoke at one of our Jeunesse events. This was probably about 5 years ago. And he said, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you will be among the stars. You see, if you hit all your goals, the things you're supposed to do and are having success, you still might miss the feeling of thriving. Even if you go diamond in Jeunesse, even if you go double diamond in Jeunesse, and you've hit that goal, you still may be missing the feeling of thriving. So whether it's your goal, your purpose, or your passion, to become a millionaire, or to lead a more meaningful family life, or whatever in between that, you have to have the feeling of thrive inside of you. You will thrive when you embrace what's beyond your goals and achievements, when you wake up thinking of more. So let's look at it pragmatically. What else is there to do if I'm achieving my goals, if I'm meeting my goals? You can't thrive if you're not advancing. Every single day progressing. There's no limit to the amount that you can thrive. There's no point in your life where you can say, I've peaked out, there's no more I can do, or you're not thriving. So one word you need to keep in your mind, it's a bad word, is stagnation. This is a word I want you to keep really close to you, because it's necessary to prevent it. The other word is complacency. You see, you should never be comfortable. You always have to be hungry. How many of you guys are hungry for success? How many of you are hungry to go diamond in Jeunesse? How many of you are hungry to make Jeunesse the #1 company in the industry worldwide? You have to eliminate complacency. You never can become stagnant. You always have to be progressive. You have to continue to do what's been working. But for those that continue to do what's working, they have to push themselves even further. Because just because it's working doesn't mean you should stop and keep doing the same things. You always have to be thinking outside the box. You always have to be innovating, breaking the mold, being at the forefront of new training, new ideas, new strategies to grow your business. You know, that's something we really pride ourselves on at Jeunesse. We always have to be evolving. We have to be advancing. We have to be refining. The feeling of thriving really comes from new territory. When you go into a new territory, when you speak to a new person that you never met before, when you share with somebody a box of reserve that you never met before, you see the difference it's making in their life. You see, Jeunesse is even thinking forward, thinking outside the box. You look at a company always innovative, always at the forefront of the latest anti-aging trends and technologies. You look at the product line that we just launched. What do you guys think of RPL? Are you guys ready to reveal your best self? Does that product line excite you? Guys, this is a category-creating product line, a category-creating product segment. But thriving is not a one-time activity. It's an ongoing renewal development, constantly developing yourself. Sometimes we keep doing the same things because we fear taking risks, but you have to be willing to hit some walls and break through those walls, break through that adversity. Nobody hits the bullseye with every arrow. You have to keep firing to hit that bullseye, to close that leader and bring them into the business and see them grow in your business. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be adversity. But the only way you thrive is to hit that adversity and face it with resilience. You see, setbacks are an important part of thriving. It's not failure. It's a sign that we need to make changes or alterations. That's what it's all about. The only reason diamonds get to go diamond is because they face more adversity than you. They spoke to more people than you. They got outside their comfort zone more than you. But all of you have the potential to do the very same thing. The key element of thriving is always learning about yourself, your potential, your ability. It's all within you. But you have to be resilient in the face of the adversity that you'll face. You look at Jeunesse as a company. Last year was the third straight year. Third consecutive billion-dollar-plus year. But it's also the first year we didn't grow. It was $1.3 billion, but it was the first year we didn't grow. Yes, I said it, but you know what? It's making us stronger. We took a good look at ourselves in the mirror. We said, okay, if we've stabilized, how are we going to take this company to the next level? Because we're not satisfied We're never satisfied. We're always hungry. Then you come out with product lines like RVL. You come out with promotions like we come out with. And you look at what this company is doing this year. We are already up 12% this year, having another growth year. And that's before Expo, because I believe coming out of Expo, we're going to come out of these events with so much momentum. The month of September will be another record month for Jeunesse. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Come on, Greater China, do you believe that?
Yes.
This is the month to make it happen. And when we come out of this month, we will carry through that momentum the rest of the year and make 2018 another record year for Jeunesse. Do you believe that?
Yes.
And again, thriving isn't the result or a performance, it's the feeling that we have. It's achieving more than we ever knew. And I crave it, I embrace it, it drives me. It's about bringing Jeunesse to an entirely different level, a level that we never thought was possible. And I can tell you that my vision of creating the #1 company in this industry and transforming millions of lives, it's not just my vision, that's the best part about it. We're unified in that vision, creating positive impact in the world. Not just changing the industry, not just transcending the standard, but literally changing the world through Jeunesse. And I know that's something you share with me. It's my responsibility to make sure that the entire team at Jeunesse continues to position this company as the gold standard, the leader in this industry. We don't want to just meet your expectations. We want to exceed your expectations every single day. You see, thriving is about constant progress. The more you're open to learning, the more you'll thrive. Learn about yourself. Look within. Look at your team. Look at Jeunesse. Make the most of these opportunities. There's always a fresh perspective, a fresh way to look at your business, your activities, your team. Keep an open mind this weekend. They say your mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work unless you open it. So have an open mind this weekend. I know all the leaders here in this VIP section, they're coming in with an open mind because they're not satisfied. They're hungrier than they've ever been before. They want to see all of you achieve your goals. So when you explore these new ideas, these fresh ways, embrace the new ideas. Open yourself to limitless possibilities. Every avenue can lead to thriving. We look back in 2011, and we totally changed the brand of Jeunesse. Taking that new avenue, changing the logo, the website, the messaging, taking that new avenue allowed this company to thrive. Do the same thing with your business. The same thing with your life. In order to thrive, you have to be in a constant state of development, constantly progressing, day to day, looking forward. Now, I mentioned before, thriving isn't a destination. It isn't something to plan for the future. Thriving is not a destination. It's a feeling that should be a part of your daily life. It's attainable today if you want it bad enough. How many of you want it bad enough? How many of you want to make today the day that you thrive? The late great Jim Rohn said, happiness is not something you postpone for the future, it's something you design for the present. Thriving is now. You should be doing daily activities every single day that bring that feeling of thriving into your life, into your influence, achieving above and beyond the status quo. Because all of you have that same potential. If you live in this mindset every single day, you'll find yourself thriving to the fullest potential. You see, at Jeunesse, we're our culture, built on thrivers all around the world, people maximizing their potential. I get to witness it in 140 countries around the world. People maximizing the opportunity. People making it their very best day. People leading with a servant's heart. You help enough other people get what they want in life, you'll get everything you desire. Everything you desire. Thriving is built into everything we do at Jeunesse. It's built into our systems, our trainings, our events, our promotions, our product development, our experiences. It's in the culture of Jeunesse. Thriving is now. Jeunesse is living to thrive. Every decision we make for this great company is from a standpoint of creating a platform where you can thrive, not survive, but thrive. You see, Jeunesse is destined not just to be another company in this industry, but to be one of the great legacies in this industry. A company that is a generational movement that we pass on generation to generation. That's the power of the movement and the platform we have in our hands with Jeunesse. Do you believe that? Do you believe that Jeunesse is destined to be one of the great legacy companies in this industry? I talk about myself having a 30-year run in me. 30-year run in me. I want to know, Jeunesse Greater China family, are you ready to run with me?
Yes.
Are you ready to run hard? Are you ready to run fast? Now, I read a quote that was perfect for this theme of thrive that you're going to see throughout the event today and tomorrow. It's by Maya Angelou. She said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, compassion, and some humor and some style." See, you guys need to live on purpose. You need to live with passion. People ask me all the time, what does it mean to live Jeunesse? It's mind, body, and soul. It's living and breathing this company, letting it get into you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Napoleon Hill once said, your big opportunity may be where you are right now, today. You see, the power of these events is decision making. It's decision making. All of these diamonds made a decision to go all in. And you know how quickly a decision can be made? Just like that. Put up your hands and do that with me. Just like that. That's how quick that spark can go. That's how fast you can ignite your passion. That's how big you can get your vision coming out of this event. A decision is a split-second moment that you make to go all in with Jeunesse, to make the most of this event, to go out there and talk to as many people as possible about these incredibly life-changing products. You know, our mission is to make sure that everything we do at Jeunesse creates a culture and an opportunity for you guys to thrive in the moment, to always be innovative, because this business platform, this global platform we call Jeunesse, wasn't just built for you to thrive 5 or 10 years from now. We want you to have the feeling of thriving today. Today, at this very moment, I want you to feel it in the air today. I want you to breathe it very deeply, because that passion we all feel, that energy we all bring today, it's infectious. It's infectious. So I want you guys this weekend to bring all the energy, all the passion you can, because in 5 years from now, you'll be somewhere you never thought possible. But guess what? You can be there today if you believe. How many of you believe you're with the right company, at the right time, with the right products, and the right people? Let me hear you say yes.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you with the right company called Jeunesse? Let me hear you say yes.
Yes.
Guys, we are ready to run harder than we ever have before. We're ready to support you every step of the way. Lock arms with you. Get out there and make Greater China a $1 billion market alone. Are you with me?
Yes.
Are you ready to get out there and touch people's lives?
Yes.
Are you ready to get out there and transform the industry and change the world?
Yes.
If I could get everybody to stand up. Because I just came from Orlando, Florida, and they brought so much energy. I thought the walls were going to shake and the roof was going to fall off the building. This is the first expo here in Macau. We've got one more after this. In Brazil, we're going to have 20,000 people. But I want to feel the energy today. Because like I said, energy and passion is infectious. If you bring this passion and bring this energy every step of the way, you're destined to be successful. So when I say we live, I want to hear you say Jeunesse. Can we practice? I'm going to say we live.
Yes.
We're going to do it 3 times and say one team, one family, one Jeunesse. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. We live!
Yes.
We live!
Jeunesse.
We live!
Jeunesse.
One team!
One family. One Jeunesse.
Remember, your life is your message to the world, so make sure it's inspiring, live on purpose, live with passion, and make every single day your best day. We are Jeunesse, and we are Generation Young. 谢谢。
我都觉得哇，他的迷人魅力跟风采真的非常的强大，而这一点呢，我相信是来自于他强大的信念跟热情，这点大家都感受得到。